Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as always, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com or the Oracle 19 at the Oracle19radio.com. You can do that also. And if you want to make a donation, a free will offering to us as we keep expanding worldwide, that is same email, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com via PayPal. So our PayPal account, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. You can make a small donation. We definitely appreciate it. Even if it's $1, $2, $3. No, doesn't matter. Check out the company pause. Before we get to the business aspect of other companies, we got to continue with us. Me, find me. Evolutionoflondon.com, our baby shopping mall for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products. That's evolutionoflondon.org. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, STORE, for custom sneakers, games, DVDs, and much more. And I should piggyback about showing some love at evolutionoflondon.com. Again, that is our baby shopping mall. We have cologne, perfume, and house products, over 10,000 different products. So evolutionoflondon.com. Okay, got that out the way. We have different links to other affiliates. You can support us that way at www.linktree.com/evolution of London. We have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube. We have digital artwork and consulting services as well. www.patreon.com/evolution of London. We on rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19. We everywhere. We everywhere. Yeah, we on a lot of different platforms. So rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19. And finally, our internet radio website, www.theoracle19radio.com. Okay, now Mr. Greatness can breathe. Now we continue with other businesses. Royalty 9 International, as I was alluding to. They make luxury candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars, from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, just to name a few. So if you want to place an order, you email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com for your luxury candles. Over 35 plus burning hours. Very good quality. I have quite a few of those candles myself. Different designs. No, none of the candles are the same design. It's custom made. It is. That's what makes it delicious. You can check them on social media, Instagram and TikTok. I like to call it Tickety Talk. Royalty 9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, you email him at healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Again, that's healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. And his merch, www.wjaaccessories for custom clothes, accessories, and digital products as well. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, and if you want to book for him to come to your venue, email him at djpanthro519 at gmail.com. That's DJ Panthro, PANTHRO 519 at gmail.com. And I need you guys to go to his YouTube page, DJ Panthro 519, like, subscribe, and share. You'll see his website link on YouTube. Definitely support that. A lot of great merchandise on his channel. Again, DJ Panthro 519 on YouTube. And he's on Instagram and TikTok. The Real DJ Panthro. Again, on TikTok, the Real DJ Panthro on TikTok. Again, DJ Panthro. Music, Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats as you listen to right now. So like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continue to train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. We have over 1,000 shows. Yes, over 1,000 shows on the Greatness 19 channel. Very good information. Wide range of different things to open up your third eye. And Mr. Evolution of London, that's our health and wellness channel on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share to that platform as well. Kenzo World, Kenzo Topic. It's all about Kenzo. Like, subscribe, and share to his platform on YouTube. For your Afro beats, check out his album Discovery and his single Adora. He's on all major platforms: YouTube, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, just to name a few. And if you want to book for him to come to your venue, morekenzo at gmail.com. That's more, MOORKEENZO at gmail.com. Morekenzo at gmail.com. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London. Both of those on YouTube, rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19, and finally our internet radio, www.theoracle19radio.com. Well, today's topic, the blueprint of life. Again, I give my perspective. I'm not the all be all. Definitely not. Mr. Greatness is definitely flawed, not perfect, but I just, through my experiences and other people's experiences, I put it together in terms of blueprint of life, what people should or should not be. You know, it's just maybe what I'm going to talk to you about today might be applicable to your life and make you a better you, men and women. But again, being I'm a man, I'm going to give a perspective of really what men should do and how they should be better men. And I will touch base with the ladies as well. I'm just going to go back and forth. So it might come out as strong and hostile, but I'm really not. I'm not coming from a hostile space. It's just a perspective. And I touch base with these things. I'm giving you a disclosure. I've talked about men and women, women and men on different shows for years. You just have to go back to the old scrolls. You know, what is a man? What is a woman? Things like that, those shows in the past. And again, you get a perspective. But the blueprint of life, And this might be a lengthy show today, so just walk with me. We're starting with men, the blueprint of life. When you came out of your mother's womb, and she had, as a baby, from 0 to, let's say, a year, she really had to breastfeed you and feed you and change you and really coddle you. Definitely hands on, teach you how to walk, teach you how to talk. So you could reach the age of 1. And from that point, you in toddler stage. From a year to say like 4, teaching you to be potty trained, teaching you how to talk, how to walk correctly, how to respect people, so forth. Again, this is going to be a lengthy show because I'm taking you to the bare minimum, the bare bones of the blueprint of life. And it's going to make sense at the end of the show. So again, don't get bored. Just walk with me. So now you 4 going on 5 and you're being prepared for pre-kindergarten as a man, young boy. And you're going through the pre-kindergarten stage and kindergarten stage and you moving up the ladder of life. Now you're 5 and 6 and 7 and you interacting with your peers, young boys, young girls. You have to learn how to listen to authority. You in school from basically from 9 to 3 or 2:30, depending on where you reside, what state, city, town, province you reside, wherever. And you're moving up the ladder of life from grade 1, and then now you're in elementary school. You're still learning, still interacting with your peers. Everybody's getting older. Now you, from elementary school, you in junior high school, grade 7, grade 8, 10, 11, 12, learning about more interactions with the other gender, playing games, making a lot of mistakes, not knowing fully how to wipe yourself, but you learn. You talking better, you articulating, conveying information to your parents or whether they single parent or a father and mother living. You interact. You have your wants and not wants. Junior high school. And you're learning more about the other gender more. Playing games. Some of y'all is a little bit more faster mentally than your other peers. And I'm focusing with the men, but can be applicable to the young girls as well. I should say boys and girls. Again, walk with Mr. Greatness. So now you finish junior high school and you're in high school. You're smelling yourself. You're 13. You're teenage. You think you have a firm grasp of life. You really don't. You just beginning. You awkward at this stage. Not sure about life. But you're picking up things at a faster pace. In this technological world, you know how to maneuver, learning computers, smartphones, and smart cameras, and AI, and all of this technicalities you already picked up, and you learn about you start analyzing about the previous generation, but they don't know what you know. You trending, you popping, you a teenager. What you know? I know everything. I'm me. Me fi me. That's young boy, young girl. But there's a twist. A lot of you young boys, young girls is not going to make it in life. It's built for the few, not for the many. You coming from different backgrounds. A lot of you, especially in this day and time, really wasn't taught how to be a man or a woman because your mother or your father or both didn't know the fundamentals about the blueprint of life. So you missed out or missing out. Again, walk with me. I'm building towards the blueprint of life. You're a teenager. You wasn't taught, again, the fundamentals of life, the blueprint of life, how to be a man or a woman in the future. You wasn't taught to read educational books to build your mind. You wasn't taught the foundations of life. Even men, let's start with men, boys, because after you finish high school, you're on your way to college. And you know what you know, or you know what you don't know, but you think you know because you trendy, you young, you popping. Go to college, fumble around in college. Most of you don't really get a good education. You just passing through. You have a degree in art, communication, just general business. A real nobody. No disrespect for those people with those majors, but a lot of you with those degrees, useless degrees, just work at a Wendy's, coffee shop, just a regular 9 to 5. That in reality, you didn't need to get that degree, didn't do nothing for you, but you still trending, you still young, you still popping in your eyes. Again, the blueprint of life. Now you finish college. Most people that is in college, they're not gonna really, their degree is gonna be useless. They wasn't taught anyway the fundamentals of life. They wasn't even taught the basics. A man, how to be a man. Because there's no class on that, which it should be from day one, from elementary all the way up to college. But a man is not taught to be a man. And unfortunately, bad parents or parents that didn't know, didn't teach that man anything. And we're going to get to the woman in a moment, but we're going to get to the man. He's out of college, young man in his early 20s. He is, in his mind, he is him. Himity him. But guess what? He just don't know. He have nothing in his brain. He don't know. He don't have leadership skills. He don't know how to treat a woman. He don't know how to guide a woman, let alone guide himself. Again, the blueprint of life. And a lot of times these men come from broken homes. So they only pick up one side. And usually it's just the female side, their mother. Their mother only just told them or taught them just respect women because she's a woman. So regardless of she being a bad woman, but respect women because she's a woman. She brought you into this earth, this stinking planet Earth that we live. So respect your mama because she's your mama. That's all you've been taught. That's all you know. She's been coddling you from zero until you walk in now. So you don't know. How do Mr. Greatness know this? Well, look at the young people of today. Look, the entertainers as an example. Men cry, when, let's say, for example, they have so much pressure in life. You see this live, like with entertainers. Crying, everybody, they cry. They cooking dinner and they put it on social media. The food is wonderful. The food is wonderful. They cry when they pass it, when they got the new job. We got a job. We got a job. Look at me. I got this job. They definitely cry when they can't pay the bill, and when they running short on their electric bill. What I'm gonna do? I don't know what to do. Please help me. They on social media crying, cry. In the, let's say, the 70s, the 60s, guys wore, flashy clothes. You've seen them with the pink and lavender outfits and stuff, but they wore, I would say most of them, in a manly way, a Macish way, a smooth way. It's like, I'm smooth, that look. In this era, my personal opinion, a lot of guys, not all, but a lot of guys are wearing all of these bright colors, lavender, pants, and it's tight. tight and in a feminine way. My personal opinion. Again, you had that in the 60s and 70s too, yes. But men is not manly, more feminine. You know, purses is in for men, blouses, even wearing dresses. And that agenda is being pushed. And that ties in with the trans community as well. Men wearing dresses because they feel, they feel special and they feel cuddly. Nowadays, everything, as I mentioned previously, you can be a man on a Monday, a woman on a Tuesday, a fly on a Thursday. I'm not sure who I am on a Thursday. And Friday is up in the air because it's going towards the weekend. And then Sunday, you want to go to church and pray to your Jesus Christ. Amen. And ask for forgiveness. This is what's out here. This is what's trending for a man. So men do not have leadership skills. They're very weak. It's the obvious. You can go onto social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, any social media, and go and type in the search bar men crying. Just go and Google men crying. And you see a whole heap of videos, men crying for a variety of different reasons. Young men out here, emotional. This is not the blueprint of life. So now you, a young man in your 20s, you don't even know how to interact with a woman. Because you've been around only feminine energy. And we're not talking about only single moms out here, because it's parents, there's men out here. Young boys have an opportunity, some to really deal with men, but older men, or get that energy from older men. But a lot of the older men is weak. So that young man don't stand a chance. Either there's limited men around him, and the limited men are weak, or he just coming from a single mom situation. That's just as worse. This is a reality. It's not bashing. This is just a reality of what men are today. And is a lot of times is the fault of the previous generation, because they didn't set the foundation, they didn't set the blueprint of life. It's just there's no structure. So these young men, there's no chance. And this is why they're acting the way they are today. They don't know how to handle relationships. They don't even know how to be in a relationship. They don't know even how to structure their own life, let alone been a father and structuring their children. They don't know. They don't have a clue, because they don't even have a clue of themselves. Can I get an amen? While I drink this nice, delicious water. Praise the Lord. Nothing like some good water. I know I'm exaggerating this a little bit, but I do appreciate the water. I put a little lime, couple drops of lime. And lime is very good for your intestines to kill the bacteria and toxins. So you don't have to OD on the drops of lime in your water. You could just put little drops in the water. And also, as a footnote, you can put peppermint. If you put peppermint, like tea bags, in your water, and it's very good for your breath, obviously very good for your stomach and your intestines as well. Just a little note with that. But let's continue the blueprint of life. Young men don't know how to conduct themselves. They don't know how to respect other men. I was listening to this young man saying that he don't respect his father. His father is a deadbeat, and He's dust and soul. He's a nobody. And number one, you're a teenager. First of all, you just barely learned to wipe your behind 5 years ago. You just know how to wipe. You just learned how to wipe your behind just 5 years ago. You don't. Here's the reality. You might have your personal opinions about your parents, but you need your parents to pay your bills. You need your parents to buy you clothes. You need your parents to still function in life, even though your parents might not be who you want them to be, but you still need their bread. You still need them. So the logic is not really logical. You talking about your father, but you need his bread. You need his wisdom. That energy a lot of times come from the mama, or they pick up and see certain things from their mama. But sometimes, a few times, it's not the case. But the logic, you cannot talk about a parent and you still need their bread. It's a fine line to that. You gotta have your personal opinion, but it's a fine line to that. That's all I'm saying. So be careful, young people, how you talk about another adult, especially if you need their bread. It's a fine line. Again, you gotta have your personal opinion, but just think beyond the scope of things. Again, that's just something I'm throwing out there. But back to a young man in his 20s, in his prime. He don't know. He don't know how to conduct himself, and he wasn't taught that. So it makes, as he's moving through the sands of life and getting into a new relationship or want to find relationship, when he meets a woman, he can't decipher in his brain whether he should keep her or not. And a lot of times, because he wasn't trained up to handle relationships, he fall through the traps of misery. What do I mean? He meets a whore. Yes, he meets a whore. Young man in his prime, ready to unleash the rod of life to newfound ladies of the planet Earth. But he don't know how to decipher if she's worth keeping or just rolling in the hay, as my mother used to say. What do I mean rolling in the hay? Sexual intercourse, if you just don't know what I'm talking about. Is that clear? Is that clear now? Okay, good. Let me continue. Let's walk. See, when you meet a whore, you gotta know, no matter how she looks, she's a whore. She's a whore. 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 A whore. 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 A whore. A whore. A whore. 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 A whore. A whore. A whore. Whore. She's a whore. A whore. A whore. A whore. A whore. Sing it with me. A whore, whore, whore. Come on. A whore, a whore, a whore, whore, whore. Come on, one more time. A whore. Sing it with me. A whore, a whore, whore, whore. A whore, a whore. Yes. Now let's breathe. Now you got your entertainment of the day. You're laughing. You say, Mr. Greatness, you on one. You crazy. And I say, thank you. Now, men don't know to decipher that. You see them on, so you see these type of women on social media, Instagram, tickety tock, Facebook, and they showing their behinds. They got fake behinds, and you as a young man, you get wrapped up into that because you don't know the blueprint of life. You haven't been coached up by an older man or a man in your family. So you take and you deal with her because of her body, and you don't really use your brain and analyze. First of all, if you was coached up as a young man out here, you won't just dive in and be super thirsty because of what you see. Breasts and buttocks and long flowing hair, and maybe she says a couple of soft words on social media, and she looks appealing in different pictures. But guess what? She is who she is. You haven't been coached up as a man, and this is part of the blueprint of life. Saving your time, not wasting your time dealing with her. Because think about it. When she takes off that makeup, that heavy makeup and eyebrows and fingernails and maybe hair, wigs and weaves and whatnots, and her fake breasts and buttocks and her tight outfit, and she looks like a 9 or 10. She looks gorgeous. But when you take away all of those parts about her, she's just a 4 on the scale of 1 to 10. She looks like a 9 and 10 on social media, but when you see her in real life and you after rolling in the hay with her, she's a 4, a 4, a damn 4. And then on top of that, take away more stripes because her attitude stinks. Now she's a 3. She can't cook. Now she's a 2. And she don't even wash her ass, her nasty ass. Now she's a 1. I would say a -1 because hygiene is poor. Now you got yourself, you thought you have yourself a 9 and 10, but now you got a 0. Or just a big fat 0. And guess what? You got that Instagram model pregnant. Now she's a 0 and she becomes your demon because now she's taking you to court. And these is entertainers, men. This is part of the blueprint of life. Now you as a young man, now you a stressed young man. Might be a broke young man. You see this in entertainers every month, every day, every year, getting caught up with zeros. because you haven't been coached in the blueprint of life. Now, am I making sense now? I'm walking you. I walk you from zero to now, but it's more. It's more. So just walk with me. I got more on the plate for you. Now you have a child. You might have a son or a daughter. And now you got to coach them up, something that you wasn't taught. Now, you didn't have a parent that taught you, strike one. You don't know nothing, strike two. Now the next generation won't know anything, strike three. Another generation of idiots. That's where we are right now, today. Strike one, strike two, strike threes. And I just gave you that one example. This is part of the blueprint of life. I need your guys to pass this information worldwide to family and friends. This show today, because we need it. And I ain't even touch on the women yet, per se, but this is just the men. I'm gonna see if I can get all of this information in, all of this gold of knowledge in this show. I might have to do a part two, but we're gonna just see what we could do with this show. I'm flowing, top of my brain, no script. This is all me. You're welcome. So now you have a child, and now you in court, and now you stress your life change, and you got to go back and forth with this model that you thought was a 9-10. Turn out she's a 0. Now she's your mortal enemy. She's your demon. She's your devil. And you got plenty of women like that. She wants money. If you don't have $1 million, you nobody. And when she meets you, you gotta have your 6 figures, 6 packs, 6 figures. You know the triple sixes, 6 feet, 6 packs, 6 figures, 666. These are demons. They telling you. They telling you how they are by what they were looking for. They are demons. They want a 6-foot guy. He has to have 6-pack, and he has to make 6 figures, meaning $100, $100,000. Excuse me. So 666. They are telling you right off the bat, if you use your third eye, that they are demons. All of these women that have this mindset, they are demons. But you haven't been coached up. You haven't been coached up to the game of life, young men. So not only you don't know how to dress, you don't know how to deal in your relationship, you don't know how to act like a man, you don't know how to conduct yourself, you don't know what you're looking for in a woman. Most of us don't. We're just doing things on the fly. So we dig ourselves a deeper hole. And it gets worse. Keep on digging and digging and digging. So now you're just trying to find your way and meeting a quality woman. Guess what? I'm going to give you my perspective. Number one, Instagram model. All of these women just showing their behinds and turning around and stuff. They good for fun. Majority of the females are good for fun, but not somebody you can get them pregnant, and not someone you can hold up in the air saying, this is my so-called queen. Despite what your mother taught you, you should treat all women like queens. That's totally false. You don't treat all women queens because they are a woman. That's retarded. So all women should treat men with respect. Of course, your answer would be no, no, ladies, because a lot of you don't have respect for men from the start. So it's easy answer for you. You can't treat all men with respect. That goes with life. You don't treat people. You can't put all people on the pedestal because they are just men and women. No, that's retarded. Not even retarded. That's tarded. Take the re out of that. Just tarded. So most women out here is what they are, especially in this day and time. They haven't been coached up to be women as well. That's the reversal. So most women out here, you have to take it face value. If you're going to deal with these type of women, you got to protect yourself at all costs. First, invest in condoms. Double up on the condoms. And if you're not a condom wearer, you know what? Here's the reality. I know men, you're gonna do what you're gonna do what you do. But if you know you're not a person that, I put it like this: if you know you're a savage and you know you don't like wearing condoms, they don't feel good and stuff, and you dealing with these type of women, you might just have to go abstinence. Meaning don't have intercourse with no women until you can find the right woman or the best quality woman. Because you just don't want to get jammed up with dealing with these women and getting diseases and the children and complicate your life. There's nothing wrong with falling back and performing abstinence, not even dealing with any woman until you can find the quality of woman, because you do not want to jam yourself up. 98% of these females is trash. So not and there's great women out here, the 2%. And let me just say that. I said this on most shows. So you women don't say, oh, he hates all women, because if you listen to some of my shows, I clearly make a difference between women and females. Women, 2% of y'all sprinkled throughout this planet Earth, you know how to conduct yourself. I don't even have a problem with you. I give you the shirt off my back, per se, all of that fun stuff. Great. But females, the 98% of the females out here, they are who they are. They have this mindset of the 666 man. They feel they're entitled. They can't do anything. They can't take care of their hygiene. They don't even know how to. They don't even know how to read. They don't even know. They can't even name. I listen to some of these shows on YouTube, and you got women literally don't know how to. They can't even name you 3 countries, literally, and it's right in front of them. You standing on one, U.S. of A. If you just think north, there's Canada. Depends where you at, right? But and then Mexico, that's 3 off right off the bat, and you got women, countries, Tennessee. Literally, this is no exaggeration. I'm watching some of these shows, and the gentleman asks these women to name 3 countries. And then he ups it. He said, you can't name Canada and you can't name Mexico. And you can't name USA because you're here. And these women be struggling. One woman said, this is no exaggeration. Name 3 countries. She say, Europe, that's a continent. Africa, that's a continent. Countries. One woman said, Mississippi. Oh no, I know it. Like you gotta, that is real talk. I kid you not. I would tell you the name of the show, but that I watch, but I'm not really feeling them like that anymore. So I'm not trying to give them an advertisement. But you can email me evolutionoflondon@gmail.com, and I'd be glad to tell you. But it's sad, sad. It's Well, I look. Don't email me 10 years from today because I probably will forget. But I have to give that disclosure. Somebody might from this show right now text me 20 years ago. Well, you said back 20 years ago. I'd be lucky. I might have a bib around my neck. God forbid. But no, hopefully not. But yeah, don't be simple. But the mindset of these women out here, how can you teach the babies and you don't even know countries? How can you teach your kids math and science and history and you have no clue of life, but you know how to slap on some makeup and put on tight clothes to show your behind and breasts? And you saying you're looking for a man, he got to do everything for you, he has to worship you because you're a woman. You don't need this type of woman. See, sometimes, especially in this day and time, or even in the future, you have to pivot in terms of life. Men, you're in survival mode. You haven't been taught anything, so you gotta listen to certain men of means. And if you happen to value what I'm saying, thank you. I appreciate that. Again, I'm not perfect and I'm not no relationship guru, far from that. Because I've been through a lot of degenerate things. I'm not that guy for you. If I sat down with you and told you my whole story, listen to me, it was like, yeah, you're amazing, Mr. Greatness. But then on the flip side, if I sat down with you and told you my story, you're like, how in the hell you been through that, Mr. Greatness? Because I'm an imperfect, perfect being. I repeat, I'm an imperfect, perfect being. This is part of the blueprint of life. Through my experiences, I could share. So you can do you could pivot away from what I did, put it like that, and be a better you and save yourself and not fall and make the mistakes that I have made. And I'm giving you the blueprints and stuff, meeting women that is not agreeable for you. And standing on business as a man, you have to build some leadership skills. You have to build some leadership skills. Say that clearly. Travel if you can, so you learn different cities, different countries. If you don't have the money, then the beautiful thing is you can Google, type in different countries, and learn about different people, different women, and different cultures, just to be a better you. Be more of a Renaissance man. This is built for the few, not the many. You want to learn to be a Renaissance man, doing multiple things, reading up. If you can't travel different countries because things is expensive, I get it. But if you want to build leadership skills and you can read, you can go on YouTube and type in different countries and different women in different countries. It's not about dating them, just learning their culture and customs and stuff, becoming more worldly. You might have to become more internet worldly. And that's okay. Different groups, chat groups, if you have time, you can go into. Go on YouTube, and because again, I'm pushing this because most of you men don't like to read anyway. You like to watch videos, and that's another thing I see out here because it's a generational thing. So watch videos that is cultured and you can learn from men. Watch other videos from different men to soak in the energy of how to be a real man. You can't follow anyone. You have to listen to and then come to your own conclusion. But be around positive men so you can be that positive of a man. Learn different things. Part of being a Renaissance man, if you can traveling at physical locations is always great, but your money can't maybe take you that far. So the next best thing is go online and learn. You as a man should know how to clean your house. This is part of the requirements. You should know how to clean your house. That is basic 101, man. I don't care, it's you don't want to young men invite a woman to your house and your house is chaos, clothes on the floor, old pizza underneath the bed, your dishes is piled up in the sink. You're a man. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to be an example, future example for your wife or woman and your future children. Know how to clean. Know how to cook. You don't have to be Chef Boyardee, but know how to cook for yourself. So you don't have to spend money every day getting Uber Eats, DoorDash deliveries. Learn to cook your breakfast, lunch, dinner, breakfast, scrambled eggs. The beautiful thing is go Google how to scramble eggs. How much oil or butter you put in the skillet, in the pan. Knowing how to break the eggs, mix it together with salt and pepper or little onions if you want, or green peppers if you want to spice it up a little bit. Learn that. Learn breakfast. Learn how to toast your bread. Put sausages or bacon in the skillet and not burn it. Burn it like a CD. I know that I don't know if you caught that. Some of you younger people probably haven't caught that. Burn it like a CD. CDs was, forget it. Never mind. Let's continue. Basic stuff. Learning how to cook breakfast. Lunch is easy. You can make yourself a sandwich. Not sandwich, a sandwich. Instead of going and get to the store and buying a hero sandwich, or in America they call it hero. I know in New York hero sandwich. Canada they call it sub. But anyway, you know how to make lunch for yourself. Dinner, the basics: rice, spaghetti, mix. Go on YouTube and learn skills in terms of cooking dinner, baking chicken, making meatloaf, macaroni and cheese. Learn these things. Google them so you can be a well-rounded man, knowing how to take care of your house without any woman. And if you meet a woman, she impressed more because she see you running your own house. So if you can run your own house, you know how to cook and clean, you know how to take care of your bills. You obviously, when she's moving in with you, make sure she moves in with you. You don't move in with her. That's another thing. Women respect a man that she got to move in their house, not the other way around. If you move in her house, she can kick you out anytime. She could say, "Get out my house," and you got to leave. Being self-sufficient as a man, very important. Very important. These things, if you know the basics in life and basics of your household, know how to cook, how to clean, how to pay your bills, you already built a foundation. Learn how to save money. You have to be disciplined as a man, because if you know how to save money, then you can teach that to your wife and children. This is part of the blueprint of life. Being worldly, knowing how to teach your wife Women want to be taught new things. I mean, enlightened women. We're not talking about these scallywags out here, these Jezebels. You can't teach them. They don't want to be taught. They just want to know how to get high and drink cheap liquor. That's what they know. But wives, women, they want to be taught. You gotta have a woman that obeys you. And a lot of women don't want to hear that. The feminist women don't want to hear that. That word is triggering. Obey. I had to throw that to women in my life. When I use the word obey, then immediately I know if she's good or not. Because if I say the word obey and then she start getting the heebie-jeebies, I'm not a dog and I'm not a this. I know you're not a dog. You're my dog. But no, never. Pause. I'm just joking. You know, what they do call females, bees. So, that's another word for female dog. But anyway, I'm not on it like that. But the word obey, you don't want to, no, don't say obey. Listen, it doesn't matter what adjective or word or pronoun, you still got to obey me. You still have to listen to me. If the woman cannot listen and obey your instructions, then she is not for you. No matter how pretty she is, no matter, the physical gratification you get from her, it is not going to work. Point blank simple. The blueprint of life. She's not going to listen to you. I think I'm going to have to do a part 2 on the ladies. Blueprint of life. Yeah, because I could go on for this for a little bit, and I like to break it down I don't want to go 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a part 2, and I will do that on the next show. That's guaranteed. But for men, you have to have a woman that obey you and follow your lead, and you have to be a best example. Like the blueprint of life for you is being able to cook and clean. Now I'm talking about in your house. Just self-sufficient before you even meet up with that woman. And you be a well-rounded man, a Renaissance man. And if you can't physically go to these locations, then you can research. Instead of researching on TikTok, people flipping on their head and doing silliness, learn to cultivate your mind. So when you meet that woman, you can teach her. You can teach her the sciences of life. If you talk in history, you learn. You don't know. You're not to say you know everything, but you could teach her history, different topics you could get on. You could show her and teach her on certain things in the political world. You can give your perspective on different religions, whatever religion you fall under. Because you're a learned man, you're a reader, you've been researching, and you're still learning. Women want to be stimulated mentally. And when you stimulate them mentally, physically, they're going to be all into you anyway. That's a little nugget for you. And I repeat it again. If you stimulate the woman mentally, she's going to be stimulated physically, if you get what I mean. That's, again, a nugget for my young men out here. Knowing how to dress. Knowing to smell good. These is basic 101. Some of you men smell horrible. And I understand why women just be like turned off. Buy cologne, men. Invest in cologne. Colognes and smelling good is your friend. Stop smelling like a sweat hog thinking that's attractive. No, only with dirty women that like a smelling guy get turned off by that because they dirty. But it's nothing great to be a well-groomed and smelling good guy. I know some of you men, it's not in your DNA because you're dirty. You know, I can't help you. But the ones that want to be helped, smell good. Invest in cologne and oils to be that guy. This is the blueprint of life. Women, this is how you can deal with women. And just because women is there doesn't mean you need to conquer all women. Not all women should be conquered. You have to pick and choose. And I know we as men, we're going to, slip and slide of life and fall and do degenerate stuff because we are imperfect, perfect beings. But stand on business. Tell the woman what you want. It don't have to be directly or indirectly, but she still should know what you're looking for. Some of these women is not wife material. And they looking to get married, you might just say, I'm not looking to get married. And they say they looking and they gotta be now and you're not trying to marry me, I'm not gonna deal with you. And you know she's the only piece of flesh right now and you wanna hold on to that. Sometimes you just gotta let that go. You just can't just say, okay, I'll marry you just to appease her and you really don't want to be married. No, you have to stand on business. If she, don't let her put the pressure, the full court press on you. You tell her what it is, and it is what it is. And here's the thing about, and I talked about this previously, meeting a woman the first time. You got to take yourself like a corporation. And I talked about this on many shows. The first time you meeting a woman in the dating world as a young man, you don't be thinking you have to wine and dine her to impress. That was so 80-ish and 70-ish and 60s because there was a different type of woman. Right now we're dealing with savages here and then wolves in sheep's clothing type of women. So you cannot just open your wallet. I don't care if you got the money or not. $500 or $1,000 for that date and meet and greet. Try something like this. $10 at best. A Starbucks, a coffee shop, a Dunkin' Donuts if you're in the US of A. If you're in Canada, what's that place? Timmy's, Tim Hortons? Don't matter what coffee shop. First time meet and greet. $10 at best. You get a peppermint tea, you give her whatever tea she wants. That's it. That's it. Maybe you get her a donut, keep her belly full with the tea, and it's optional for you. That's it. No more than $10. First meet and greet. And that might be expensive. If it's summertime, maybe in a neighborhood park, a festival of your choice. Walk around at the park, get to know that person. Because I've seen too many times you spent, hey, I did that. Spent money and stuff, crazy money on these females. Crazy for me was like $80, something like that. That's crazy for me. But again, I'm not rich like y'all guys. So, I know y'all do. But $10. If she can't respect, I don't want to hear. First date, she can't respect that. She's not for you anyway. Because she should be just as intrigued as you. And it doesn't matter where, as long as you sit down and y'all can talk in the quiet environment or semi-quiet where you can hear the other person. You need to get to know her. That's what it is. So if it don't work out, hey man, I just spent $10, ain't nothing. Versus if you spend $400 or $100 or $1,000. Don't pay attention to these entertainers that are meeting these girls and spending $5,000 on the first date. That's crazy. Even if they have it, why would you spend all of this money on a female that don't really care about you? That's I'm trying to figure out. And a lot of these guys, well, they just to pass the time away. It's sport to them, whatever. But you're a regular guy. You don't have that cash, and you shouldn't even worry about them pocket watch. Just protect your pockets. And at the principle of everything. How many women you find in spending $5,000 on a dude? They smarter. In that aspect, they smarter. So you gotta take yourself like a corporation. Sit down and chat with her and get vital information. If she is not to your liking, then hey, that costs nothing. And a lot of times, you men, you invite these women to your house, and these women is crazy, and next thing you know, they stalking your house. This is why it's very important to talk to these women and meet them in public places and really analyze them and even go to their place. I like that even more because I get to see what their place is about. It shows a lot about their character. And if it don't work out, then they don't know where I live. We keep it moving. The blueprint of life. See, these are the things you should know and you should have been taught, but obviously you haven't. Your mama can't teach you this. And she's not going to teach you this because she's going to be biased. She's going to always say, put women on a pedestal because they women. And women is first. So you will never get this game of life from your mama. You might love her to death, but she ain't going to give you that because she don't know better. And there's no men in the family that's going to teach you because they weak and they going through things. So somebody got to say it. So you're living God. Silence. You're living God. Mr. Greatness. I know I'm very full of myself, but it's comedy, okay? Comedy. Don't be like, oh, Mr. Greatness think he's God. No, I don't think I'm the Lord. No, comedy, all right? Because I have to give these disclosures because believe me, you might understand it, but the next person that listen to the show, then they post, oh, Mr. Greatness think he's God. Yeah, you got. I try to cover my tracks because people with foolishness will think that, and I do not think that. This is just jokes. I just made a joke. Okay, so let's continue. Your money is the extension of you, and being that you take yourself like a corporation, everything matters. You, your money, status, character, and you should think highly of everything about you. Don't let a woman really devalue you because they have a vagina. You flip it. Your penis has value too. So when she's saying, I need $1,000,000 for a man, gotta give me $1,000,000. Well, yeah, B, I need $1,000,000 too. You got it? And then watch everything change. Well, you're not a man. Well, you're not a woman for asking me. How about that? You're not married to me. I don't know you. Why should I take you to an expensive restaurant? I don't even know you. When you go for a job interview, they want to evaluate you. They don't say, oh, we're going to take you to Tim Hortons. Very few jobs will take you to a meeting first interview, unless you're somebody. But you working at Jack in the Box or Burger King, you ain't going to be taken out. You're going to be interviewed and see if you're the most qualified candidate to flip them burgers. It's just what it is. Only if you was a somebody, then you'd be wine and dine. And I'm talking about entertainers or business people. You know what I mean. At least I hope you do. This is part of the sands of life, men. of being a better man, a Renaissance man, well-rounded, so you could be respected. Yeah, so look at yourself and being a better you. This is how you would have quality people around you. You have to learn patience, especially in this day and time. You don't want your brand. You got to take yourself like a brand. Who else will? Quality people. You being a quality person and building and becoming well-rounded, you can do this. You will meet the woman you need to meet. We all make mistakes. We all slip and slide. This is part of the sands of life, the blueprint of life. But what you going to do from this point forward, as long as you're able to wake up in the morning, you have a chance to correct the wrongs, man, and be the Renaissance man you need on this planet Earth. So because you are the person now, you are the custodian of life. And part of living is you are responsible to be the best you that you can be. That is your responsibility. And if you want to have a family, you need to be the best version of yourself so you'll be able to raise a healthy family in this unhealthy world that we live in. And I hope this makes sense to you. I need your guys to like, subscribe, and share to the Oracle 19 podcast and pass the information worldwide to family and friends. Pass this information to someone you know that might need to listen to this. Don't overlook that. I need you to do me that favor. Help me go viral with this because I have a lot of material. As you go down the history of all these shows, you know I have a lot of material. So put it on your Facebook or Instagram. Do me that favor, especially my new listeners. Do me that solid. And if you want to do me a better solid, hey, don't donate. Trying to get more equipment and stuff, and even if it's $1 through our PayPal, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. That's our PayPal account. So yeah, you can send a free will offering. Greatness 19 channel on YouTube. You can subscribe to that. Mr. Evolution of London, health and wellness channel. Subscribe to that. A lot of great information on health to build your mental health as well as your physical health. A lot of powerful products there. And in the description boxes of all of those platforms is links that you can purchase products like Moringa pills. Moringa pills. You look in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, Greatness 19 channel, as well as Mr. Evolution of London, or rumble.com, Oracle 19. But in those the links in the description boxes, especially the Oracle 19 podcast, is a link in the description box below on Moringa pills. Moringa pills. I need you to go and click on that and really purchase the Moringa pills. It's very good. It's good for your health, and especially when you're talking in this show, I should say. And if you want to be a better you, and it's for ladies too. We all got to keep up with our health, and this is crazy in this day and time. What's going on in this world that we live in? So our health is very important. Don't underestimate that. So I have links in the description boxes of Moringa pills, as well as other things, but other services that is great and always good to have, legal services, things like that. And bottom line, look in the description box and click on what you need to click on and get what you need to get to be a better you, to protect yourself, to be mindful of what's out here, because nobody cares about you men but you men. And we haven't been coached up, unfortunately, by the previous generations. So a lot of times we gotta just figure things out on our own, which is very unfortunate. And I could go on with a lot more of information for men, but this is what it is. And if you men want to reach out to me, you need some counseling and stuff like that, hit me up and then we'll talk. But it is business too, so I most likely would charge, because I can't have thousands of men just be, need me to be a therapist for them, sitting down with them, and I end up going crazy. You know, I mean, I could talk to you a couple of things and give you a little insight, but if I got thousands of people, and then you might want to talk to me for like a 5 hours a day session or something like that. And I know I'm exaggerating, but if it gets to that point, yeah, it will be charges, because this is business too. And I'm just not just everything is for free, because Mr. Greatness got a lot of things going on. So I'll be reasonable with you. But anyway, again, like, subscribe, and share. I hope this information been great for you. I hope it will work out for you in life. And I hope you're able to change your life as a man and be a better man, so you can raise your family, and you could just be that guy. On the next show, it's going to be the reversal, ladies. What you need to find in a man. See, I talked about this in the past, but I think, I know. I'm going to give you my perspective. The blueprint of life, the ladies edition. So stay blessed, everyone, and you take care.